Game 3 between MbL and Chris. Expected really Celts were here. Chris playing green, MbL in purple, and from the first look I don't really like Chris map too much because it doesn't have a back base. The pro side, 2 relics inside his bait, the main stone relatively safe in the back, second gold even inside. This must be third gold outside for him, the main gold very forward. Got 2 boars inside, the 4 deer could be lured in, I think he's gonna go for them. Another relic close for Chris, going faster, second stone outside, an extra gold here on the side, so he should be okay with it, but it's really not the best thing to have another back base. Let's see how he's going to play this, if anybody's going aggressive. MbL can see Chris base already. I'm gonna scout a little bit, and Chris is gonna try to hit the scout. Chris was the one who attacked first. Question is, yeah, MbL is going back already, so Chris has a little bit of an advantage here. Let's see MbL's map. Oh, look at this. A second gold, second stone, and the main gold all in one spot. A castle here later on might be very recommendable for... say it? I don't think you say this. I'd recommend to get a castle somewhere or to go aggressive, I don't know. But you need to protect this this main gold for sure. Main stone for MbL in the back. That's good for him. Third gold, also outside, 2 relics close to space, trying to get deer in. I think he got 1 in through the gate already without having to keep the gate open. Let's see how he's doing, but he's going in again. I don't know, maybe he thought the scout for Chris would go there. Looks like he just wants to scout the back of his base. He's not going to find any gold there, sadly. Because the other extra gold is on the left hand side. We have an extra stone somewhere, I don't know, I don't see it yet. Maybe I missed it, it's possible. Maybe there is no extra stone. Both players up to feudal age. Chris a little bit ahead, but MbL 1 more village, so that's actually fine. 15 seconds difference, MbL doing a little bit better technically. Problem for him is he's got a lot of farms up already, he couldn't get too many deer in, and he needs those farms so he won't have the wood to get a lot of buildings up. Market blacksmith for MbL. Chris doing the same thing, he's up to castle age. He's got 6 farms as well, so relatively similar. Did he get any deer? Oh, he didn't get deer either, so both players going with farms here. 1 deer for MbL, none for Chris. And now the question is what are the players going to do here? Taking gold 3 villagers, taking gold 3 villagers, relatively similar. We might see siege workshop early, we might see TC's monastery. Chris having 300, 400 wood right now. He is building a TC on the wood line, not the best one maybe, but it's okay. And I guess we're gonna see a monastery relatively soon. Or is he going for a 30C first? I don't know. MbL, what are you doing? MbL is doing the monastery on the side, wants to get those relics in nice and early. And a TC on the main gold, so he's going to protect this as far as he can. Could get a siege workshop later on if he is actually being rushed. Chris doing the 30C on the wood line and the main stone, very nice position for him. MbL is getting a 30C, same procedure. Woodline and main stone, so relatively similar for now. We see scout here, and I guess MbL lost the scout then. Yeah, I'm sending a villager just to get the relics in safely, because this villager could just kill this 1 HP scout. So actually a scout lost for MbL, but he's got the 2 relics and that's alright. I think the others won't be able to get, there's only 1 left, I guess you can see it, yeah, just could see it, but it's relatively dangerous to go out there. Instead we see the booming, both players a little bit over 50 villagers. MbL doing TC number 4, woodline and stone again. And with Chris with another TCs, going for monastery only now, a little bit later, but he has 4 TCs up already. A lot of farms going, so we're gonna see a boom game. Finally Chris going for relics. He knows he doesn't need to hurry to get those relics in, and having 2 or 3 relics, it's really not too big of a difference here. Guess he doesn't really care. He should be ahead a little bit. Already 4 or 5 villagers, and he actually managed to kill 2 monks. Oh my god, that's impressive. MbL doing the forward siege workshop, sending a few villagers, and it looks like he wants to get a forward castle up. He's got 722 stone. There goes the castle. Chris now even able to get the relic, and this should not have happened. MbL didn't pay attention. MbL on the other hand could click up to Imperial Age relatively soon. There we go, click up to him. Chris is not too far away, he's getting a castle up in front of the monastery in the main stone, not protecting this gold. And Imperial Age click also for Chris. That's a 24 seconds difference. It shouldn't make the big difference here. A nice gate here for Chris actually, creating a little bit of a choke point. But MbL is going in with Vote Raiders already. And Manganol, 1 against 2, that's 1 for 1. Chris also doing vote raiders, of course. No upgrades for either player, I guess. MbL does not have upgrades there. Second castle for MbL. He's got the better start here, I feel, because 2 castles against only 1 for now. Definitely very big point here, big advantage for MbL. He's gonna get double traps out and gonna try to take this castle down. I'm pretty sure about it. I hope so. I hope I'm not wrong here. And castle number 3 even coming up. Look at this. Chris is almost up to Imperial Age. Let's see what's MbL doing. MbL is doing 2 trebuchets. Does not have a lot of resources to create any vote raiders or even do eco upgrades or defensive upgrades. Instead, trebuchet coming out, and I think he's going for this castle immediately. Chris has a second castle up protecting the stone, getting barracks now. He knows he's gonna lose this castle and he's gonna face a lot of vote raiders. So why not just switch into champions immediately? Barracks coming up for him. Chris resources looking really strong at this point. Plate armor, man at arms, conscription coming in, and the trap coming on. It's 2. But the castle is going down, and MbL like 3, 4, 5 trebuchets gonna hit those 2 as well, kill a few villagers, repair the castle at the same time. Long swordsman upgrade, chainmail armor for MbL, long swordsman for Chris coming in, as well as forging, and trebuchet of course hitting what it can. The siege workshop will go down. This castle is going to fall, maybe? No, I think MbL should be able to repair it, and the second trap for Chris also down. MbL for now with a better position. Chris, on the other hand, going with Petards and the long swordsman, 200 swordsman on the way, and he's gonna try to go for the eco of MbL. MbL quick walling here. This is still open. Stone coming in, and gate, 2 pieces of wall. Yeah, Chris a little bit too slow here. At the same time, MbL not attacking anymore. +2, +1 is done. Iron casting coming for both players. Plate mail armor for MbL. +4 already done for Chris. A very important upgrade very early on. 200 swordsman. We might see the champion upgrade for Chris anytime soon. He's almost got the resources to do so. Elite vote raider on the way for MbL though, and I think the elite vote raiders might be a little bit better than the champions. I'm not sure 1-on-1, but they're faster. And they're just the Celts best units when you don't look at Siege. So I think the vote raiders still should do better. MbL is controlling this gold. He's taking the 3rd gold from Chris. And MbL of course now sending the trebuchets to the left hand side. Chris expanded his eco and his building spire on the left hand side. Very strong performance here, actually very strong layout. Let's call it like this. Of course, the castles might go down now. 2 trebuchets against 5 in total, and champions won't really be able to reach the traps easily because they're just a little bit too slow. There's a few vote raiders in the mix for Crystal, and that was a nice little attack on the right hand side. A nice little, I don't know how you call it, just forget it. The trebuchets are going down, at least 3 of them. The castles, both castles are down for Chris. That's not good. He's gonna stay in the champions, of course. And MbL is going with the vote raiders, trying to go to the wood line, trying to go into the eco wherever he can, and Chris actually calling GG at this point. He's quite far behind, only 113 population, 18 military units left. The champion's just not strong enough against the elite vote raiders, and MbL with the early 3 castles and trebuchets out, clearly a very important point in the game here, taking this castle down and forcing Chris to go into champions, which you don't actually want to do as Celts. Pretty standard game in my opinion. Go boom, Imperial Age, and then more castles, more traps out first. That was MbL winning the game. Strong series from him. He's advancing to the next round. Chris is out. I hope you enjoyed the series. I hope you enjoyed this game, and see you next games. GG.